Okay, so today we're going to start out just with a quick warm-up. So I want you to go ahead and pause the video, try each of these problems on your own just to get back into what we are doing. Alright, so here we have 2x minus 5 equals negative 17. So we're solving for x, so first we would add 5 to both sides, and then we'd have 2x equals negative 12, because if you owe me $17 and pay me back 5, you now owe me 12. Divide by 2, and x is going to equal negative 6. Here we're solving our inequalities, so if we go ahead and subtract 9 from both sides, 5 minus 9 is negative 4. So negative 4 is going to be less than t, so we're going to graph that. It's going to be an open circle, and remember we can always switch our inequality sign around if that helps you. So here t would be greater than negative 4, so our arrow is going to go to the right. Here, because we have a divided by negative 2, we're going to multiply by negative 2 on both sides. So a is going to be with negative 8. But then remember, because we're multiplying by a negative, our sign is going to flip. So a is going to be less than or equal to negative 8. So it's going to be a closed circle and going to the left. Okay, so today we're going to get into some more complicated inequalities, mainly into two-step and then multi-step inequalities. Now, much like when we were solving equations, we're going to treat it the same way. We just have to look for those rules and remember, especially when we're dividing or multiplying by a negative on both sides. So here I'm going to be solving for b. So since it's a positive 45, I'm going to go ahead and subtract 45 from both sides. So then I have 2b is greater than, and then if we do 61 minus 45, we get an answer of 16. And we're going to go ahead and divide both sides by 2. So b is going to be greater than 8. It's going to be an open circle at 8, and it's going to go to the right. Alright, so just another example here. Here we have a variable term of negative 3y. We have a positive 8. So even though there's a subtraction symbol, it's a positive 8. So to get rid of it, we're going to subtract 8 from both sides. We have negative 3y is greater than or equal to 21. So I'm going to divide both sides by negative 3. I'm going to have y, and we're going to have negative 7, but now because we're dividing by that negative number, remember, we're going to flip our inequality symbol. So y is actually going to be less than or equal to negative 7. So we go ahead and draw that closed circle at negative 7, and then our arrow is going to go to the left. Why don't you go ahead and pause the video and try this one out on your own. So here we have to actually think about what we would do to undo this. So that x plus 5 we're going to kind of treat like a variable term. So what I would do to undo this is work backwards and actually multiply by negative 2 first. These cancel out and I'm left with x plus 5. And then we have 3 times negative 2, which is negative 6. Now because I multiplied both sides by that negative, even though it's not at the end, we have to flip that sign. So instead of it being greater than, it's now going to be less than. Now I'm going to go ahead and subtract 5 from both sides to get rid of that, and x is going to be less than negative 11. So here if I go ahead and draw that circle in, it's going to be open, and then our arrow is going to go to the left. Alright, for this last example, I want you to go ahead and pause the video again and try this out on your own and just see how you do. We also want to justify our steps. So here on our left side we actually have some operations going on. So what we're going to do is we're going to combine like terms first to simplify our expression. So if I have 2 minus negative 10, remember I can double slash and make that plus a positive. So now it's going to be 12 is greater than negative 4 times t. Then I'm going to divide both sides by negative 4. So we have that division property. Okay, so 12 divided by negative 4 is going to be negative 3, and then we have a t, and then we have the division property of a negative number. which means we're going to go ahead and change our sign around. So now we have our open circle at -3. T is going to be greater than -3, so our arrow should go to the right.